This summer got owned! What up, y'all? It's the Black Anime Guy, and I know you're hearing echoes. It's because I'm in my bathroom making a video. Yeah, I do apologize. I don't have my room right now, so just deal with it. And I just got back from seeing Thor in not 3D. Also, before I start this review, I want to give a shout out to my friend Javier and Catherine. I had fun at the movie with you guys. And I really enjoyed this movie. Now, for those of you who don't know what Thor is about Thor, the god Thunder, son of Odin, who gets kicked out of Asgard for disobeying his father's orders and going into a different planet and attacking them, breaking the peace that they had with this other planet. So, as punishment, Odin banishes Thor to the human world where he is an immortal, and now he's trying to find a way to get back home and redeem himself. Now, I was really looking forward to this movie. I anticipated it ever since I saw the trailers. I thought they looked pretty awesome. And this movie is freaking awesome. I loved it from the beginning to the end of it. Just a purely enjoyable movie. The director, Kenneth Branagh, did a phenomenal job. You know, normally he does those Shakespearean movies like Hamlet and Henry V, kind of those movies. So for him to go in this different direction, props to you, man. He did a pretty good job. That's one of my first pros. Other pros include, I like the visuals. They were pretty awesome. The sound in this movie is keen. It's almost point for point dead on. I love the sound in this, the sound mixing. Sounds in this movie were awesome. Very likable characters. The guy who plays Thor, Chris Hemsworth, he did a great job portraying Thor. I mean, I was a bit skeptical because I never knew about this guy, I never heard of him. He's a newcomer, so he did a really good job. I applaud that. And Natalie Portman's in this movie as well, my baby. I love her. Me and her are gonna get married in Guam, sitting under a palm tree. But that's for another day. That's for another day. Anthony Hopkins, as his usual awesome self, is in this movie too. And the guy who played Loki was pretty good too. And I like Thor's gang. They were very humorous and they were very awesome when they had their own fight scenes. Yet they weren't used a lot, which kind of made me kind of sad. For a Marvel movie, this had to be one of the best writing in a Marvel movie. Because not only were you connected to Thor on a personal level, you just wanted him to redeem himself. You wanted him to return to Asgard, get the girl of his dreams, save the world, happily ever after. You fell for this character. The writing in this is way different from any Marvel movie I've ever seen. It had a lot of emotion in it, which is rare. I mean, most Marvel films, they capture little emotion, some emotion, but to really capture the emotion as it did in this movie, props to them. They did a really good job. Although this movie was pretty awesome, I did have some problems with it. First off, at the end, it felt very rushed. There were some scenes in this movie that were very rushed. Case in point, the relationship between Thor and Natalie Portman's character. It felt rushed. Like, all of a sudden, she's in love with him, like, after one scene where they actually shared a really personal moment. I mean, you might want to throw in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more scenes where they spend more time and they get to know each other. They get to have fun and chat and joke around. They didn't have a lot of that in the movie. Also, the character Darcy, scratch her out of the movie. She served no purpose. She didn't do nothing but add comic relief. And all of her jokes were just fail. Each one after the other, just a fail. I think I got 1 or 2 laughs out of her. That was about it. She did not deserve to be in this movie at all. She could have just not existed in the movie would have been far better. Also, the camera work in the movie, like, it was so weird because it, like, here's what I mean. In some parts of the movie, it would like tilt like this, and there'd be talking and dialogue and weird stuff happening, and the camera's tilting like this. Like, why? I don't understand. Maybe that's how Kenneth Branagh wanted to film the movie, but I just felt like, why? It makes sense to me. Overall, though, I really enjoyed this movie. I think people who see this movie will really enjoy it. Though I've been hearing a lot of people say that Fast 5 is better than Thor, which I understand a little bit, but here's how I put it. If you like action-packed movies with little story and little emotion in it, go see Fast 5. It's exactly what you expect. It's an action movie, has a little story to it, but not anything deep, nothing that really connects you too much. But if you want a story, and you want, splendid action, and you want great visual effects with a great story, might I add, see Thor. I mean, it gives me what I like. I like to have a good storyline going, great characters to follow, good development, with a little action in it. I mean, why not? The way this movie went, it was almost Quentin Tarantino-esque. They didn't have a lot of action. It was more dialogue than action. And I don't know, I just am a very dialogue person. Movies with dialogues intrigue me because I like conversation. Anyway, to the point, I give this movie a 4 out of 5. It is worth watching. If you're not, just go see it. Go see it right now. It's an awesome movie. It's worth it. Also, I must mention, stay after the credits. I know people keep saying that, but really, just stay after the credits. You might want to see this. You might want to see this. What did you guys think of the movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment below. Let me know. Anyway, this is the Black Anime Guy, and I will see you all later. Peace, YouTube.